Hey Run Junkies, welcome to Runners Without Limits TV. It is about 8 p.m. on Thursday, February 17th, 8 p.m. And I'm about to get on the treadmill for a night run. I'm gonna tell you all about it here this week, but stick around. All right, so the big thing about this week is that it is a mock week for Springtime Surprise, which means I'm doing a night run, which is going to simulate the Expedition Everest 5K. I'm gonna take tomorrow really easy. I'm gonna go for a walk, I'm gonna do a couple of other things, but I'm not running. And then Saturday morning, I'm gonna do a 5-mile run, and Sunday morning, I'm doing an 8-mile run. That is basically a simulation weekend for Springtime Surprise. So why am I not running outside like I have the last couple of times I've done a night run? Well, we had some snow last night and it's still sticking around. It got really, really cold. It's icy, it's a little bit treacherous. Even though the sun was out today, not everything is cleared out. So I'm just gonna do 2 to 3 miles on the treadmill and I'm gonna call it good. But it's 8 o'clock, you guys. I ate dinner at 6. I'm not sure how this is gonna go. I usually run fasted. The hardest part about these night runs for me is just waiting around for the right time. Instead of getting up and making it the first thing I do in the morning, I've just been waiting all day just to get it done. Now this morning I did do some strength training. I did some upper body work and some yoga. So I did a little bit this morning, but this is gonna be just a nice easy run, 30, 45 minutes or so. And then I'm gonna call it good. Depending on how I feel, I'll let you know. All right, Friday morning, actually it's Friday afternoon already. So last night I did 3 miles on the treadmill, and one of the things, there were several things that were kind of eye-opening. Even though I've done a couple of night runs already, there were a couple of things that I learned, some lessons learned last night about how to manage time during the day and then how to manage time later on the next day. So I really need to remember to take a nap if I'm going to do a night run. If I'm going to do a morning workout and then a night run, I need to make sure I'm getting in a nap. Food consumption, timing of your meal. Then I couldn't sleep for like 4 hours. I could not get to sleep. I didn't sleep well. So I'm a little tired today. So it's about energy management. It's about, getting the rest and not really pushing it. Now, the point of these mock weekends, these simulation weekends, is to remind you or to point out things you need to consider that maybe you wouldn't have otherwise. If you were doing another RunDisney weekend that you're used to, this one's a little different. So that Thursday where the 5K is coming in, you'll have the expo during the day and then a 5K at night, and then it may be hard for you to get to sleep, and you're certainly going to be getting back to the hotel very late. So what is the next day going to look like? You don't have a race, you don't have to get up early, but what is your energy going to look like that next day? How are you going to refuel? How are you going to rehydrate? And what is that going to look like? So all of these things need to be taken into consideration as we kind of prepare for this this very unique weekend that we haven't seen in quite a while. I was really tight after my treadmill run last night. I foam rolled my calves and I thought I was going to go through the roof. So lots of things to think about, and I'm going to kind of keep you posted as I come along. Tomorrow is a 5-mile run, and I will be doing it outside. If it stays like this, I mean, look at that sky. It's beautiful. It's just cold and windy. Anyway, I'm going to finish this walk because Mindy's getting frustrated with me. Do you mind talking to the people here? Go. Saturday morning, medium run, 5 miles today. This is the simulation for the Saturday 10K, right? So let's recap real quick for this week so far. I haven't done a lot of running up until Thursday night. So the bulk of my miles are coming in the next 2 days. Thursday on the plan, I had the night run, But then before that, I had some weightlifting and yoga. Friday, I had a walk. So I took Mindy for 3 miles, and then I did some strength work and yoga, some leg work. And at that point, I started feeling really tired, like really worn down and almost sick. And I couldn't figure out why until, I kind of laid down for a bit. And then I realized, well, I also shoveled Thursday morning. So between the shoveling and then the strength work and then the night run and then the walk and then the more strength work, I had built up a lot and it was a lot of fatigue. So the trick is to do the night run, take the day off, and then do a morning run. It's what are you doing leading up to that night run, because you've got nutrition and time on your feet and rest and you're busy, and what are these things that are happening before this night run, and then what are you doing the next day to prepare you to help you recover from the night run the night before, because it's going to be a late night. Excuse me, you're interrupting. As I was saying. Anyway, as I was saying, it's what are you going to do after that late night run, because you're not back to the hotel until probably midnight, maybe later. Are you in bed at midnight? Probably not. It's a late night. Then you're recovering. You basically have 24 hours before you are back up and doing an early morning run, because these runs are going to start from the 10K and the 10 mile are going to start at 5 a.m. So yeah, how are you going to manage that day? As with any mock weekend, back-to-back day running, it's all about energy management on the run. You don't want to push the first run so hard that the second run is going to be challenging, or you're going to be sore for your second run. So you really do want to keep that first effort easy so you can have gas in the tank for the next day. So energy management, speed management. We're not breaking land speed records here, folks. Hey, you, come on, let's go doors. Yeah, hi. I'm home. Come on. Anyway, so 5 miles done, 8 miles tomorrow. I'll check in with you as we finish up. All right, good morning. It's Sunday and I have 8 miles on the plan. I do not want to do this today. I'm just going to tell you right now, I do not want to do this, but that one got left behind because Mindy gets to go to the park today for the first time. So this one needs to go out for a run. This is going to be the last nice day that we're going to have for about a week, because we're expecting single digits, teens, below 0 temperatures and snow for the next 4 days, which is going to be super great. So I feel like I have to get out. And I'm just, and yesterday we celebrated my brother's birthday. So we were gaming all day. We had a kind of a late night, and we've had a couple late nights in a row. So as I've been saying, this whole mock weekend, you really have to manage your energy levels. I know better. I just didn't. So making myself go out probably won't do the full 8 hours, or 8 hours. Yeah, 8 hours of running. That would be awesome. No, probably won't do the full 8 miles. I may not even make it all the way to the time goal, for a couple of reasons. One, because of the fatigue level. I'm tired. I don't want to overdo it. Two, I have a lot to do, a lot. And every time I look at my calendar and my planner, I kind of go a little crazy, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to get it all in. I just don't know. So today it's going to be more about just getting out there, learning, remembering how to run on tired legs, and calling it good. I probably won't do a full 90 minutes, but maybe I will. I don't know. But I've got to get out and get this done so I can get back and get more stuff done. But I will check in with you, and I'm going to close it out here in a little bit. So I had a friend reach out to me this week and tell me, just remind me, in case of emergency, put your own oxygen mask on first before assisting anyone else. And it's so true. It is so true. It's a great reminder of how if we can't take care of ourselves, if we're not putting ourselves, our own health as one of the highest priorities, we can't take care of anybody else. Confession time, people. I am not into it. I don't want to be out here. My brain is in 1,000 different places. I can't find it. It's not that I even can't find a groove. I just don't. There's a pressure and an emphasis on this weekend, and I feel like I have to do it because it's part of the training. It's part of the training plan. I wrote the training plan. It's out there for people to purchase and use, and I put a lot of weight on these mock weekends. So I feel like there's not just seeing how it works for me in my training, although I do think I've answered a lot of questions around it. And two, I feel like I have to prove myself to you. I know. But there is a pressure. And that's what I was saying when, my friend Matt reached out to me. Put on your own dang oxygen mask first. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think what I need to do today is just say, you know what? I did the best I could. And I have other things that need to take priority right now. And one of those things is not getting in this run today. I've done an admirable job this week. I, in fact, probably overdid it this week. So it's time for me to take this run, put it away, and I'll try again next week. So I have another mock weekend coming up in a few weeks. At some point. It's going to be a bit longer. It's going to look very much the same, a night run Thursday night and then a Saturday and Sunday run. I've learned enough from this weekend to know what I have to do to make that training weekend better. I know I'm going to have to take more ownership over how I'm spending my time. It just wasn't the right time. This is the training and life didn't line up well. And that happens so often, you guys. That's why training is not written in stone. Your training plan is flexible because it has to be. So I'm going to try to let this go. It's going to be a mental challenge to not feel guilt over this, to not feel like I could have done better. But it's time to let this one go. I'm going to go home and I'm going to get some work done, and I will feel better for it. But guys, that's going to do it. I wish I had more for you. I wish this video ended with me completing 8 miles and going, yeah, I feel great for Springtime Surprise. Does this mean that Springtime Surprise I'm going to bomb it? No, it doesn't. It's a Run Disney weekend. I know how to do Run Disney weekends. I want to try something new, and this training is getting me there. So they're not all winners, and that's okay. So I'm going to leave it right here. So I want to ask you this. How's your training going? You ever have one of those days like, you know what, I tried and it didn't work? Please leave thoughts, questions, comments, and suggestions for future videos in the comment section down below. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, remember, you are a runner without limits. Happy running. Let's go home, buddy.